Hi guys, and welcome to the ending. I hope so. One more reading on this time the thinking woman. Let's just give a quick introduction to those of you who are new here. I have just done a few stalker readings, and then I got introduced to a man with a coin, and I did a reading on him. And just when I'm about to close his readings, I got introduced to this thinking woman, and now we're doing a spy reading on her to see who she is, and she may be you. All right, I don't know. I'm just gonna read on it and then see what pops up because I'm curious, because I can. Okay. Just want to point out these are collective readings. Take what you want from it, leave behind the rest. Do what you want with it, and also allow me to go with the flow in this reading. They tend to get long because they just do. I feel as though it ties up to all of these readings, the ones I just did, and I feel as though it ties up to a major story arc that I have actually, without knowing it, been in a reading on for a few weeks now. How it will culminate, you tell me. I'm just gonna read on this girl, right? A woman. What I got here when I was shuffling was that she has shown up a little bit as a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Normally the Queen of Swords in the reverse is a bitch, but there would be a reason for it. I got here about her being heartbroken or something like that, or not knowing where to go, what to think, and probably being a little bit wounded. We're gonna read into it. This woman in the other reading was a woman that will encounter, this king with a coin will encounter this one, right? So that's where we're reading on her. We're reading on her, and who is she? We're basically doing the same as we did with the bloke there, right? He was probably the King of Pentacles. She's probably the Queen of Swords. We don't know. She's a thinking woman. She has a lot of books. She has a lot of butterflies. She's interesting. Let's just say it like that. I cannot believe I started this. Started doing one stalker reading on the Three of Wands, and normally it has gone now to 4 readings. Let's see how it will continue. Let's look into her. Who is she? Who is she? By the way, if you like this content, please like the video. I would appreciate your support in general. Who is she? Right, impressing that she showed up as a mature in the other reading, because when I look at her like this, we have the Justice in the reverse, we have Queen of Cups in the reverse, we have 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and that came also with the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of reversals with this woman here, right? What do we get from that? We get she's subjected to forms of karma. Let me get the 47 here for her. I just want to read quickly on her what this book has to say about her. How do they see her? She's female, wisdom or understanding. Blah, blah, blah. She's holding a book, as I said. Standing before a staircase, leading you into a higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express, understand, blah, blah, blah. A teacher could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious and aware. That's it. Or like the thinking man, she could represent a side of yourself that is ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance into the world. If so, find your voice. I'm going to give you more on this in a minute. I get her. This reverse could represent here we go. This could represent a difficult period for her own personal growth. This woman here feels confused about her purpose or disconnected from her heart's true path. Look within, open up to inner guidance, trust your intuition about what you need to learn to move on. It could also be indicating of a woman who misleads you or gives you misinformation of a sort. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember that your spirit is always your best guide. I open my mind and my heart to my own inner wisdom. I'm thoughtful, focused and clear. This woman here is going through something. Right? This woman is going through something. That's what I got with right now. She's maybe going through confusion. But she's coming out. Remember what I said here, how this bloke, who is he going to meet? He's going to meet someone who has a 10 of Swords in the reverse. That is her. So I feel as though she's in the 10 of Swords. She's in the. I also got, by the way, I got 3 of Swords and 2 of Swords when I was shuffling. So she's going through something where she's very much in her mind. She's thinking a lot. She could be reading a lot. She could be studying a lot. She could be trying to understand what on earth is going on. She could be in this butterfly energy here as well, which is about figuring out who she is. Where does her heart want to guide her? But she may be thinking her way into her heart. So right now with the Justice in the reverse, it could be that she's going through a period where there's a messy karma going on. What is messy karma? As I see it here, messy karma is a situation in which she has not had closure on something. Just gonna throw a guess out here. Someone could have ghosted her. Someone could have lied to her. In all cases, going through a closure of a sort. She could be going through a divorce, by the way. Some sort of an ending of a contract in which answers are not given to her clearly. So she has to guess a lot. She has to go to tarot to figure out what the hell is going on. She has to get the truth from everyone but the source's mouth. Do you understand? The person who may be hurting her, she has to figure out from everyone else why this is happening. That's messy karma, because that makes it difficult for her to get closure. And when we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse here, we're going to do some clarification. There may be a woman in this person's life who is not reliable. I don't know, what do we get here from that one? What I get most, woman non-reliable, what I get the most is that she doesn't trust her own feminine energy. Sweetheart. She could have been very dedicated to someone here. I don't see her being that anymore. I feel as though she's closing up. She's becoming more thinking. Rather than feeling with her heart, she's thinking more. That's what I got. That's why she's the thinking woman. There we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, right? She's coming out of it. She may be thinking her way out of it rather than feeling her way out of it. Her heart is closed in all cases. She's not there where she can actually stand up and say, I am calm in myself. She's not there yet. She's going on that journey. She's about to get there. Right. She's getting there. This is about her figuring out her own stability. Now, show me more. We're gonna look more into her as a person in a minute, right? Show me more about her. This woman, this girl, I want to call her a girl. She's growing up. You know why? This is someone here who used. Gotta be honest. There's a little bit of inside of her that's like, I wish Prince Charming would just come and save me. A little bit of naivety. I wish Prince Charming would just come and save me. It's a nice mentality to be in. Don't we all have it a little bit? Oh my god, I didn't notice that. Hold on. She's looking into the clouds. Alright, let me give you this. This is when the maidens is in the upright. Do you see where the pink is? Those are the pink trees and the sky is black. That is focusing on what is right in front of you. When it's in the reverse, which she is, the trees are black. What is right in front of her is black. But she's focusing on the sky. I get a bravery with this person here. What do I mean by that? This is a person who has it within her to dare to believe in the good, but as I said here, that's the Queen of Cups. This is the struggle of this woman here right now. To not lose her heart, because I feel this is a woman who may have a history of, oh my god, can't believe I'm gonna say this, of believing. Giving her heart away too freely. She's being devoted to someone she should probably not have been devoted to. What happened here in the past? Oh, no. Let's look into... I keep speaking Danish sometimes. I want to look into what happened in the past for this woman. Five of Cups. She's intense. Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, King of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Swords. A lot of stress for this woman in the past. I keep getting that she has, in fact, been loyal. She may have been in some sort of a contractual relationship or long-term commitment here, where it's falling out here. It's either a contract or long-term commitment, where there could have been a lot of stability, could have been money involved, or it looked good at least here, but there was not enough love to keep the situation going, or it's not enough love to keep the situation going, and that's why it's blocked. She is definitely challenged in terms of not staying devoted to this, but in the past she has been objectified. She may have been taught. She has a right in the past here. There is an energy here of being very much focused on the past, of what was lost, of getting a little stagnant on her own accord here, getting a little stagnant by focusing on what was lost, on the misunderstandings that were lost. And always hoping for, she has this in her that she always hopes that someone here will come and save her. That is where I get, that is a very challenging mentality to be in, because then you become susceptible to idiots. Show me a core of this person. Show me some core here. Yeah, okay. What a sweetheart. Despite her showing up as due to the air here, she definitely has water in her. We have her as a core, Daughter of Cups, Father of Cups, Ten of Cups, Daughter of Wands down here, Judgment. So, she's the Queen of Cups. Sorry, it's just she's the Queen of Cups. This is, I may say that she's a Queen of Swords, but she is at a core, she's a Queen of Cups. She's kind. Emotionally, she's not that mature yet. She's about to get there. She has a very close relationship probably to her father. Or a father figure. She's willing to learn about her emotions. But she is... Oh, she has this kindness about her. Alright, she's kind. I'm gonna go back to that in a minute. She's very kind. She's about learning about her emotions, because she definitely has it within her. I gotta be honest. If this is you, she has it within her to become devoted to idiots. She has a big heart. But she's closing it up. But then again, no, she's not, because she can't. At her core, she can't. She may have a child also. She's all about making people feel happy together. I get as though she's split right now. She's split because she's challenged. She's challenged in terms of, at her core, she's all about people bonding together, being happy together. But it hurts her. She's a little naive. Because she's sweet. She's a sweetheart. But right now she is... What is this challenge here? It's about finding her own material dependence. She's not about to become financially dependent on someone who has power over her. So it's a lot about her finding her own material security. This is a very important thing to have on personal opinion here, to be able to provide for yourself also materially, or at least to have some skills here, so that you can go out and you can at least can find a job and you can become self-reliant, or you can provide for yourself. If you, this is just also my opinion on it, right? This is me saying it, that to be able to have something so you can become self-reliant, because in case you end up in a relationship and you become financially dependent on another person, some people can then turn it into a bad excuse of saying, I can't leave this person because I am financially dependent on them. They have basically given away their power like that. But if you at least have some sort of skill or some sort of income on your own, or at least the potential to go out and have an income on your own, you are always to a certain, you are always, can I say, have a way out. But it's not because it's about having a way out, it's a way of saying you can provide for yourself afterwards, right? There's a reason why in legal systems here, we're talking about the legal and the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse here, talking about divorce settlements. And I have seen men bitch about having to pay out for the women, saying they didn't do anything in this commitment, I don't have to pay them. They were housewives, right? But they gave of themselves. They gave their career, right? So they will not be able to go out and have the same job of level of providing an income. Housewives, if you become a housewife or house or something, father, dad, whatever, you give away your career, right? So when you then divorce, you have an equal settlement that kind of levels up. So the person that then gave up their career to go home, and they made that their career. That was what they gave. They gave a lot, right? And they also gave it themselves, that they also have some sort of financial settlement, so they can go out and start life again, but without having to go completely bankrupt, right? Because they may have to go out and adjust their skills so they can have a new education, so they can go out there, become self-reliant again. I know this is just my opinion on it, but there is an energy here about that. What was that about this woman? What did that have to do with this woman? I don't know what that has to do with this woman. Because this woman is on her right path. It may be that she's getting a divorce and she's going through some sort of a settlement, and that may have been relevant in some sort. But it's this woman at her core believes in people. But she is at this conflict, at this stage of letting go of some sort of a financial stability or financial income, and also just an image of it, to connect to her core, which is more about people. She is often probably hurt because she cares. Right, she is on her path here. Her path is being reflected back to her. And she may sometimes find that she looks around her and she sees there are no emotions around her. Well, let's see here where it is that she is right now. God damn it, she's more complex than I imagined. Because the other guy here, he was very straightforward. This woman is very complex. And I may be sugarcoating a little bit here. And what was I sugarcoating? Do you really want to know? is that she has it in her to fall into this mentality of thinking, oh my god, someone just come and save me. But there would probably be a reason for that. I mean, I can fall into that. If I had a shit day and I feel as though the entire world gets against me because I'm a woman, I can fall into that. So just to say that nobody's perfect. She's kind. Sometimes she forgets to see what is right in front of her. There may be this King of Pentacles right in front of her and she's like, nope. But let's see, where is she right now? Where is she right now? I have a strong feeling this is you guys. Especially those women out there. I wouldn't be surprised if the King of Pentacles was someone I read for you men. And this is a woman. I cannot believe I'm gonna say this. This is so. The men were straight for me to pick up on. Men are very simple. So men, it's gotta be honest with you, masculine energy to me are very simple. The feminine energies are always so bloody complex. And then they complain to me that I don't understand what you're saying. You're confusing. Really? You're confusing. I know that's mean. I'm sorry. Let's see here. I'm a jerk sometimes. What do we have here? Where is she right now? Chariot in the reverse, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. Of course. She's disconnecting from an idiot. Of course she is. Of course she is. She's too loyal. Chariot. Oh, she is chasing. Is she chasing? A little bit she is, yes. She is a little bit chasing. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that she's perfect, and because there are some women out there that are chasing, even if they don't want to admit to it, just a little bit. And what do I mean by that? They are still a little attached to it. But we do have here, at least under the deck, the understanding that it's time to walk away emotionally. Alright. Where is she right now? Let's get into it. Where is she right now? Should have started with those up there. I will do that. Where is she right now? Appreciation and strength. She's getting there. She's about to find herself, right? I think it's about time for me to also talk about the challenges of being a woman. It is. I'm faced with it every day. Fortunately. I have been such a big supporter of the challenges of being a man. Now it's also time for me to be a champion for the women here. Alright. Where should we have her at peace? One more. Go the distance. Great, now we get her strength. I'm gonna pick these up, even though I know people are, books. Well, no, not really. Not the guys. Those of you who watch these ones, you're kind of cool. You tend to be patient with me. Understanding that I can't. If I have to do these readings, I can't do them as fast food readings or quick readings where I just jump over. I have to look in, because this woman, if I picked up on this woman in one of those 10 minutes, I would call her a bitch, because she out of it. Give me time to get to know her. Give me time to get to look into her energies, and I will give you a more nuanced image. She's choosing gratitude. Let me show you her. I'm just reading on her a little bit here. Oh, look at her. All right, let me read her to you. Similar to the Nine of Pentacles, isn't it? She's the pre-Empress. There's something more. She's not completely there yet. She holds a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom. Yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She could be focusing on these, worried that she might get caught up in the prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she is pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice, and the tiny buds waiting to open up. Telling you that you have much to be grateful for, and like the flowering bush behind the woman, there's more to come that you can't see. Something about missing opportunities, you lost your sense of gratitude. No, I see she is trying to. That's the thing that I got with her, is that she's trying her best to be grateful. She may be walking around in her garden or something like that. This is the woman that also has a tendency to dress the... God, this woman is... it's just, I really get a lot of pressure being put on her. That she has to look a certain way, she has to present herself a certain way. The right clothes. Oh, about to say the right nails. I don't know if there's anything about the right nails. I have the wrong nails. Meaning that I have very long, and right now I've got flowers on them. You can see. Focus. Focus! Well, I got flowers on them. And they are wrong in my environments. But I don't care. They make me happy. This here is someone that's so she's a little bit about, it has to look some particular way. Look at the way she's holding her back straight as well. I get to a certain degree, it's also, for some it's about, that social media profile I was talking about. For others, it's about keeping face. This is a typical woman and of strong feminine energy of, you keep your face. When shit is going down, you keep face. You hold your back high, or back up high. It's an energy I know this one. This one is a little more proud than, meaning that I can also recognize some of it in that I also have some of this energy, but not like this. This woman is a bit more stoic. She's very strong. And then I get that behind it all is this disappointment. In some way or another. She's still finding herself, and in the process she's really doing a good job in probably staying silent about it. This is I want to say it's a gift. Oh God, there came that woman there. The more you can stay silent, the less beatings you have to take. You take a lot of beatings when you can't stay silent, trust me. But you grow, you grow in both ways. Some grow into this strong feminine energy by being silent and be good. They're witness to a lot, and then there are those that take the beatings. This piece is freedom from attachment and radical acceptance. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, and freedom from want and the soul satisfaction. That's the piece to radical acceptance. Accepting everything is exactly as it should be. This is one of those times where you're capable to have a vision about your work and you create your prosperity. And it's a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. That's what I get, what I have with her here. And going the distance. What do we have for that? Endurance, strength, the long haul. To bring your dreams to life, you must think long-term and pay no attention to the fluctuations of your current experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunity, so there's no need to fear occasional obstacles. Life is not a sprint. This is the feminine energy. She's coming into that energy. I like that. Right? Because you know what? This is about being. It is what the feminine energy represents. It's being in the present moment. It's not rushing. She's staying in the experience, even though it's difficult. Whatever it is that she's experiencing, it may be difficult. She's staying in it. She's not rushing compared to that other masculine energy, the other reading that jumps. It can't stay alone. She's staying. She's staying in the emotions. She's experiencing the emotions, and she's growing from it. That's the strength she has. Life is not a sprint. Life is not a sprint. It's a reminder you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. You are either in or calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. And your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but about enduring prosperity. This is the time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Then I go back here. And maybe a situation in her life where she had her heart involved or included, or she had her heart in it, but there was not enough long term there. And that this is the experience of then taking a step out and saying, I don't need anyone to save me. This is about really growing into that, away from that energy of, I need someone to save me. This is one of the Empress lessons. This is one of the stages. This is one of the lessons the Empress has to go through. What do I mean by that? The Empress as an energy. When the Empress shows up as a person, not an energy, but as a person, the Empress will have been through this. And not just the illusion of it, but actually been through it. That's why the Empress comes with death as well, right? And a lot of people, they claim to be, I don't know, I'm not even going to go into that. I've just seen a lot of people sit there and scream, this is my energy, and I can pick up on it and saying, no, it's not. Sorry. No, it's not. You're not even there. You're not even halfway there. That's why we tend to say that the Empress is a mature person, is an older person. You're not born one, you become one. Show me here, show me more here about this person here. Show me this person, more about this person. Show me this person here. Loneliness, holy shit. Loneliness and success. This person is someone that may be successful in actually dealing with loneliness. I know I am never alone. This is she stands in contrast to the other guy there, the other reading. She stands in contrast. This is someone who understands that she is not alone. She has success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love and to find peace and forgiveness. And I love myself and I see myself in others. She's taking care of her health as well. This is really right, interesting. But I did say that her heart is closing up. Why did I do that? Because she's still getting to know herself. She may be emotionally unavailable at the current moment in time. I want to see what's coming up here for her. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. I feel as though she's walking away from something here. She's looking at it and saying, I don't need this. What is coming up from this for this woman here? Now, what is her challenge right now? Even if I haven't picked up on it, what's her challenge right now? Four of Swords with the Three of Swords underneath there. Or Four Swords in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse. It's coming out of healing, basically. It's not getting too much into her head. It's probably one of those situations where she has changed. Her challenge will be to understand that she has changed. No, she's not quite there yet. Her challenge will be, well, first and foremost, for some of them, yes, she has changed, but there's also, right, let me give you this. I get two stages, right? I get some groups that are a little further behind. For them, it is a matter here about not denying their emotions, because in order for this transformation to take place, this woman here has to deal with her emotions. It's the same thing with the guy there, right? The bloke from the other reading. The lesson here is to not deny her emotions, whatever it is that she's going through. Hers are more not about becoming dependent or placing too much attention on one particular person or one particular situation. and to not deal with rejection or deal with challenges in ways where she completely blocks it off and says, I have no emotions, and she just jumps off to the next. Similar to what the bloke did, but for different reasons. For him, it was more about he was thinking too much. He was always looking, he was not in his heart. For here, it was in order to avoid the pain with the woman. In order to avoid the pain, she jumps because she can't merge. For her, it's very much about setting up boundaries, and for him, it was very much about being compassionate. Her being compassionate to himself or to herself, him to be compassionate with others. But here that's it. That's the group here that has to learn to deal with the pain and to be in the pain without letting the pain become this. Oh, it's such a difficult task to do, without letting the pain become the martyr, right? Without having the pain convert into, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me, but being in the pain and using the pain to guide you towards unhealed wounds within yourselves, and then you take it up and you look at it and it sucks. I gotta be honest with you guys, this sucks. I had to go through this. It sucked. It took a long time. But that is how you reach a more mature state in terms of your emotions. So you are not as easily thrown out of it coming up in other situations. You become more resilient, basically. You become more resilient, but it takes work. You have to work on those emotions. You have to sit in it, and you have to sit in it in a way where you feel sorry for yourself, and then you take it up and you look at it constructive, and then you get into it again, and you're like, oh, and then you take it up. What some people can do is that they can decide to say, I don't have any emotions. They close it off. And that is the straight way into depression, I think. I'm not an expert on it, but I know that depression is the absence of emotions. A depression is not feeling sad. A depression is not about feeling sad. A depression is the absence of emotions. So think of it, depression is that you don't feel sad. So you don't feel happy either. So when you shut down on your emotions completely because you don't want to feel the pain, but then you can't feel happiness either. And that is complete boredom. That is the boredom, because you don't feel anything. It is a protecting mechanism against pain, but unfortunately it also prevents happiness. Of course, I don't know, I'm not an expert on it, but I'm just saying it. What is the solution? I don't know. It's like, well, what is the solution to these? I don't know. If people stop hurting each other the way they do. Well, let's see what's coming up for this. Because I don't know. Are we having too much pain because people are shutting down their emotion, becoming more cold, and in doing so they become colder towards others, and then we have this spiral of people closing down. There's a reason why we have these cultures that we have. We hurt each other. And then we blame everyone else, and then we gotta start looking at ourselves and say, well, how do we participate in it ourselves? But finding that fine balance between being able to survive in that world without losing out on your authenticity, without shutting down completely, it is almost impossible. It's not impossible, it is possible. It requires a lot of work. And it requires a lot of awareness of yourself, a lot of awareness also about the environments that you're in, so you can identify when not to give too much of yourself, right? So what's coming up for this woman here? Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Three of Swords. I wanted to shuffle again, but I just said no. Thankfully, all right. Pain and birth. Seven of Wands in the reverse, Three of Swords, and the Empress. Where did we get this one? Oh yeah, that was the guy she's waiting, or what she's waiting around for here. She's gonna allow pain to come in, and she's gonna grow from it. And that is how she reaches that stage where she can then meet that other bloke here. Because none of these two people are ready to come together. If they were to come together right now, they would. fall into one of these adventures that I don't want to read on, but which I do read on all the time. I have this little hope here saying when they come together and they engage in a proper relationship, if the only reason they would come and watch tarot would be for the entertainment, because they would be out. They would be out of this cycle, right? That we on YouTube, we read on these energies the entire time. It's the same, just when we feel as though we just closed out a cycle, it's the same shit. Because that's the predominant energy for the YouTube readings, right? In when personal readings are not always like this. Depends on who we're reading for. If they are in that, then yes, it is that. And it's when we're reading for people who are actually in a happy relationship. Those readings are very different. They still pick up on difficult stuff, but they pick up more on these I don't know, it's difficult to explain. You just sense that there's a safe place at home. Yeah, of course there are challenges there, but we all have something, right? It could be small things. This is what's coming up here for her. Let's get more on that energy. Oh my god, 47. Oh, it's 41 minutes. She's gonna get a long reading as well. She's going to be harshly criticized. And then I got the Judgment in the reverse. She's going to be harshly criticized. She may get a communication coming in that tries to place her in a box, and she's saying no. I feel as though you may have to learn here how to say no and go. I get like going home. She's also going home. I have a lot of both energies here that are related for the bloke there, and this woman here is also about going home. And what do I mean when I say go home? That's a very good question. What do I mean when I say go home? They're going home to think about why something here is not moving. And then they start looking at the past. Then they go through this past and they make peace with the past. They start thinking, this woman here, this is a matter here of thinking about, when did I not value myself so much? When was I making myself even sexually available? But when was I making myself available in a way where I was actually sort of prostituting myself? What do I mean by that? You gave and gave and gave time, energy, resources to a situation where you hadn't, someone just put you on hold without even giving you any clarity. The messy karma there. They were breadcrumbing. For some, this is talking with the same person about this. For some, these people are actually two people that know each other. I keep getting also returning. Either it's like having a conversation with someone from the past where this went down and having some sort of a closure. Because this woman here has not had closure. It wouldn't surprise me, right? This energy with the bloke here from before, right? And this woman, they have energetically met. Even if they have not met each other in person, their energies, they have met each other before like that. They have met each other before because the way he acts or acted or has a tendency to act of being cold and ruthless, this woman has been subjected to, right? And she has to come to terms with that, and he has to come to terms with his ruthlessness. She has to come to terms with the pain, and also allowing herself to be dedicated to an idiot. They both have to reconcile with those energies. I don't know if this because they did it to each other or there were other people included, right? It could be that it's a typical one, right? You go through this shit and then you meet and you have, It feels like you're reconciling, or you hear like you're reconciling with someone from the past. It's not always the same person, but it's a new person. But for some, it could be a person they know. Because this woman here has a need here to reconcile, to get closure. This woman here has been criticized a lot. She has really been criticized. She needs to go home, or what is going on here is that she's going home to where she feels safe, and that could be her family. She's done. That's what I get. She's retracting her energies because she's done with this. This is a woman that's going home. I keep getting going home. It could be going off social media. It could be saying, I have been out here in the wide world. I have made myself available in a particular way. I was hurt by it. Especially if she shows up as the Queen of Cups. I'm going home. I'm taking my books with me. I'm retracting my energies. I'm going home. Focusing on my family and my children. I'm done with this. This could literally be a woman here that's completely cut off dating. Saying, I'm done. I thought it was, I think, Sharon Stone. That I saw, like, Sharon Stone in her 50s or whatever, how old she is. She's saying, I'm done. She doesn't date anymore at all. She's saying, I'm done. She already has boys she's raised, and I'm done. I feel as though I'm gonna journey here with this woman. Show me more here about this woman right now. I'm so scared the snake is gonna show up. The fire ant here. This is feeling as though the purpose there. Running towards the same shit. There we had the snake. I knew it. Did you not see it? There it is. This is about running towards the same shit. Fighting for the same shit. Being part of the crowd. Being part of what everyone else does. And then killing yourself in the process. Her inner voice is waking up, saying no. No. I keep seeing, whenever I look down here on this corner here, which is the right corner, I see ants I see like a little group here of ants. There are more ants. They are not, it's like everyone else here. That corner, everyone are here. They're running into the middle. But that little corner here, or little group of ants, it starts, the last one is that one, and then it starts right there. That one is still, these group of ants are going out of the picture. As I said, they're leaving. They're saying, I'm not doing this. I feel as though that's where she's going. And suddenly the group got bigger down here. These ants now are also starting to turn around. Where she show me more about the future energy here for her. She's interesting. I always want to continue reading on her. She has the sea serpent. That's a relationship. That's the second chakra. That's her. That's another complex one. This is the feminine energy. This is the mother energy. As I get here with this again here. She's starting to listening with her heart. She does have thinking woman here. She just look outside here. Hold on. She's on the outside. She's gonna take a loss of a sort, probably in terms of money. If she's getting divorced and she's saying, I don't wanna, it's fine. I don't need the money. It's not about the money. I just need my little cabin and I'm fine. I need my books. I'm fine. It may be that. There's this other woman. This woman still also gotta be careful. I don't know if this is her energy or it's another woman energy. There's another woman energy that's similar to her, but she's not her. Because, or she definitely has it in her, right? So that's why, you know, be careful who you point your finger at, because if you have it in yourself, it's this comparison with others and money and all of that, and they look good and they have this house and that car and all of that. This woman may have it within her as well. And she may be looking a little bit about what other people have. Be careful with that. Oh, she gotta be careful with that. And she may start shaming herself because of that. And feel as though she's alone. Because maybe she's not married, maybe she's not this, and maybe she's not that. There may be something here she's gotta work on that. She may have a new offer coming her way as well, and I keep something about her learning to say no. But what's coming up for her is actually also this partnership there, where there's not gonna be conflict. This is the point where she has become a little cold. Why is she so cold? Not cold, so cold, but what's happening here? What's happening at that stage here right now? She's at home. Intuitive. Oh. Oh, she's going to, as I said, she's a challenge now. She's a massive challenge now. Oh, you shouldn't have put baby in a corner. I don't know where in time I am right now, but I'm picking up on her in this stage, right? The stage I'm picking up on her right now, which is a future state where she gave up to the pain. She let the pain guide her. And she grew into the Empress here. She could be pregnant, of course. But this is, when she reaches the stage that I pick up on her right now, she is so much in her feminine energy. And it's a strong feminine. This is the strong feminine energy I'm picking up on right now. This is not the Page of Cups. This is strong Empress. It's not even King of Cups, Queen of Cups. It's the Empress energy. This is a powerful energy I'm picking up on. And you don't mess with this energy. And that's what I get with her. You don't mess with her. She is not... She's a different person when I get here to this stage here. She is... keep getting she's at home. She's at home. It's all I can say. She's at home. She's also in an environment where she's appreciated because she went home. She disconnected from situations where she was not appreciated. She went home. So that says that she has people who care about her. And that's the people who she's focusing on, be they her children, her family, her friends. She has learned the difference between fake people and quality people, and she's at home. Even if it's a quality dog or a cat, or hamster. She's keeping to herself. She's not speaking. That's what I got here. She's not speaking. She will have people here who are very attracted to her. She is going to be very challenged in terms of how she sees her own financial situation here, because especially if she's going through a loss where she came from, where she had more money here, and she's now coming to terms with, I don't have that status anymore. Or it's not money, then it's, you know, it's a marriage or something like that. She's coming to terms with her status. She may not feel... she's still working on that at this point here, but she's still very strong. Right? She's probably skeptical. She still has some sort of an ending here taking place where she's still a little murkiness in her emotions. There's still something, we all have something we're always working on, right? And for her, there's something here about her being taken for granted. Could be in her work. It could be in her work that she got something going on in her career. Some not so good energies here. But she's strong, she's powerful, and she's victorious. She is a victor here. She may not be receiving the correct amount of, I don't know, money or something like that. I don't know, she's just very skeptical here. She's definitely tired of being taken advantage of. So she's difficult to reach for this guy when he reaches her. So, last one for this woman here is probably you guys. I don't know, you tell me. I feel honored to have witnessed this change because this was a massive transformation. When I go back for the beginning, who she was up here, who she is up here is not who she is here. Well, she has that core. She has this core. She's emotional in her core. When you reach down here, I mean, you would be able to spot it up here, meaning you would see it in her way she behaved. You would see it. You could see it in her behaviors. You could see it on the front. And she would probably be spotted out by idiots because of her kindness, right? Oh, sweetness. Very sweet. When you go down here, she's not like that. What she is, she still has it. But she's the Empress. And I shuffled reversals, and she's the Empress. Although she may not appear it in terms of she's not this abundant of riches. That's the thing. She's probably not, you know, abundant in terms of living in a palace or all of that. She's an inner strength Empress. We have here endless possibilities and a storyteller. For some of you, she's a creative writer or something like that. It might be that she's deciding here to become independent, a blogger or something like that, or vlogger, or blogger, podcast. I don't know. There's something about her coming into her path, somewhat creative, by the way. And we have your commitment is being tested. A personal issue reaches resolution. Let me read these and then we're done. I know it took a long time for these to play out, but this was an interesting journey on this for this person. What was that? There's the other book. Oh my god, I lost the book. On. And I have it. And now where are the cards? This is just difficult. This is a mess. They are up here. Endless possibilities. 38. And your commitment is being tested. So we're going to look into these and then we're going to call that it. I hope you guys got something from it. The journey of the male was easier for me to spot because it's, I don't know, it was just easier. This woman here, I don't know what's happening in between. All I can see her energies. I can't see the events that shape her. I can't see that. But endless possibilities is having unlimited potential and moving beyond limiting beliefs and the filter of an unhealed past. Using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap beyond even that. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality and conditioning. That filter determines whether you live in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitation or a finite range of opportunities or options. That is going to be this queen's challenge here. The way that the kind of limitations she sets on herself. Right now, she's coming from a place where there were no limitations, and that's the challenge here, right? Because, oh my god, this is a bit difficult for me to speak of because it sounds harsh, but it is someone here who has such great belief. It's like coming in and believing in the good in everyone, believing in the good of the world, what we call naive. You don't believe in limitations. This is the personality that can make bad excuses for everyone, and then in that situation allow themselves to be mistreated beyond. What we should allow other people. We shouldn't allow this to happen. On personal opinion, we shouldn't allow people like this to be mistreated like this, because what happens here is that the challenge is to then regain faith here in other people. Typical water signs here, but I don't know. But there is this. Take someone who probably had a good upbringing, because in order to have such belief, you must have grown up feeling safe. This is someone who has grown up safe. In love. There's so much love here. There wouldn't be this love if this person had not grown up safe. Remember what I said, something about a close relationship to a father or mother or whoever it is. I don't know. There was just some love here. Where as opposed to the other reading, where you didn't know that was the Emperor here growing up not feeling safe in their childhood, right? The Empress here shows up as having grown up feeling safe. And that gives this strong core, but this core is being tested. But the way that this person can retract to themselves, because they really go, I mean, you look at the Emperor and you say, oh my God, they're going through something. Not really, not compared to what the hell this person is being subjected to. This is the typical Empress journey. Oh my God, I got the Emperor journey and the other, and this is the typical Empress journey. Meaning that the Empress always has the hard time. This is the typical poor woman. Sorry, I just say it as it is, right? But this is the Empress being beaten up mentally or whatever, emotionally, and then having to rise again. And with the Empress has a luck on her side. And what the Empress has of luck, where is she? Let me get the Emperor and the Empress. Let me just put them together. If I can find her. What makes the Empress lucky? What makes the Empress lucky is that she has love. That she grew up safe, because that is her core. The Emperor often doesn't have that. Or may have that, but something here in the Emperor the Emperor tends to have had a harsher upbringing in early childhood. The Empress tends to have a safe upbringing most of the time here. But then the challenges come later on when the Empress is then subjected to the hardship that the Emperor is then safe for in because the Emperor has learned to build up these harsh shields that are needed to survive in that cold world. So they go in there, no, not giving a shit. The Empress comes into that world and she gives a shit, and then she's bloody beaten down, and then she has to rise up. But then what happens then, that this is such a journey here, right? Then what happens is that when she then stands strong, because she has been beaten down. When she was beaten down, the Emperor was up, right? Right. So when in childhood, the Empress was up. She had abundance and love. She's safe. She's protected. The Emperor has to learn the hard way to survive. What comes up, adolescence or whatever, middle life or whatever, somewhere. The Empress then comes out here, grows up, right? And comes out into the world believing in the good in people. Bam! They are smashed. And of course, even though you grow up safe, there's still something we have with us all the time. No one's perfect, right? But the Empress is then subjected and objectified and thrown into this cold world where the Emperor is succeeding and really growing, right? And she's beaten down. But she grows from it. That's where she goes through these deaths. She grows from it. And then what happens at some point here? Something happens. And the Emperor then is surrounded by idiots, probably. And that's when she's on top, right? And then come together, the union there. Just to say that they are different levels here. And right now what I got here was him being on top, but basically being surrounded by idiots. And this is her journey. This is her beating. Coming out there, believing in the good, and then learning the hard way. No. But yes, the challenge is to not lose that hope. It's such a difficult, it's almost some, I call it the mission impossible. But it is possible. And why is it possible? Because the Empress, as I said, is her fortune is that she's lucky. She never falls. She falls down, but she's always caught. The Empress is blessed with a network. She is blessed with people who see her. There will always at least be one who sees the Empress. So the Empress is never fully alone. Remember this? Loneliness. I am never fully alone. That's the Empress. You just gotta remember that. It can be a parent, it can be a child. She's never fully alone. She's never alone. He can be alone. He can be surrounded by people. He can live in a mentality that says, I have a lot of people around me, but he can feel so lonely because if he doesn't have that capacity to use the compass of saying, choosing the right people, she's never alone. It's a weird energy, but anyway, let's get back to that one. As you believe, so it will be for you, as your energy will attract its match in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Conditions meets expectations. So this is again this lack mentality that this Empress here has got. She may have something here from her family, related to family or just this social comparison. It doesn't have to be from family. It can be from where she grew up, in culture. This of not comparing herself with a lack mentality, right? Anyway, because if she's in lack, that she's not good enough, that will be what she meets. But if she believes in herself and has that confidence, then fine. Either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Empress always becomes more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life. Meaningful life. Again, what is meaning to you? What is meaningful for you? Discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. Stand with open arms. Know that you are stepping into beauty, into experience that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. You are more than you were. Now what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe in it. And then we have the last one, which was your commitment is being tested. And I'm very interested in that. As I said, these people could know each other. I don't know. Your commitment is being tested. You tell me what you get from these readings. I hope you get something. Some of you probably do. I don't know what you get from it. I'm just reading it. There are some challenges coming your way, but they are just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your lifetime affirming something that is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works. Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so you believe in yourself. This Empress also has the challenge here of authenticity in right now. It's what I get here, with this, especially with up here. Is trying to manifest something that is not authentically aligned with her. Right? It's manifesting you becoming a millionaire and you don't have tools there. Well, I don't know how to do that, but this is about also setting realistic goals. This is so much about setting similar to what the bloke was going through. Setting realistic goals. Be realistic. So you don't set yourself up for failure. But being realistic doesn't mean you have to settle for less. Just saying that. No need to settle for less, but without it being, I kind of want to read this milk and honey here. Because this milk and honey always tends to be a message that every time I get to it, it surprises me. And then we're done. No, it got long here, but this reading was long. I hope someone here managed to watch it through to the end. Let me know if you did. Or let me know what length you want these to be. Then I will try and reduce it as much as I can. The taste of prosperity opportunities are born of authenticity. As I said, Nurturing abundance, trusting your needs will be met. You have entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. Is an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited potential in the universe. These times are precious, and they only come when you are in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways that are tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Sensibility, sensuality, passionate romance, sweet moments of understandings among friends and family, all here for your savior. There's only one authentic you, and that is your version of yourself that's blah blah blah. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are who you are, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time that you're seeking your true north. Your true north. Remember, I got that the south north for a lot of the signs. Don't let the past hold you back. It's about cutting those karmic ties for both this, especially also for the masculine here, but it's about cutting those karmic ties. I feel as though this woman here has already cut it. Now it's the acceptance that when you cut it, you may be judged. That's what I get. She's going to be judged now. And she may even also get an apology for being judged. There are not a lot of people like this. These people are rare. That's why she was also difficult for me to connect to, because there were a lot of the times where her energies disappeared and made room for that superficial, which there are a lot of, because they are also there. This woman here, this person here, some of you, I would say if you're watching this and you resonate with it, you are on the journey. And it's not an easy journey. Stay strong in it. And let me say that this energy, people like this one, they are rare. They are a rare gem. And the reason why this person then will be devalued probably is because other people won't see them for who they are. My good friend here once told me something about similar energy here, about that she wished that people would just give people a chance. Yeah, something about giving a chance to just see through, because people like this, empresses, when they are in the making, empresses in the making appear chaotic to people. And they are not often given a chance unless they really accept for those who see them and appreciate them. You will often find that those people have Aquarian in them. I'm not joking. Those with the Aquarian energy, they are, I don't know why. There's just something amazing. Not that they have to be an Aquarius, but there's something about the Aquarian energy. I also have Aquarian in me. And I recognize this. Because it's rebellious. It's a very rebellious act to like yourself, guys. Alright, so that is what I get for you. Right, I hope, let me know what you got from this, even though it's very long. Give me some, I'm not stopping at a 1:13, I'm superstitious. So, I'm that stupid. Let's pull one more here. Blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being, and patience, I accept everything happens in divine order, and pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, and acceptance for your purpose, judgment. All I get here is be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself on this journey here. And don't fall into that, I am so unique because there's not a lot of me out there. You can use that when it's that you're going through something challenging and people won't just judging you and say, it's not my task to make them see my worth. even though it sucks. But as long as you see your own worth, and then surround yourself with the people. Go home, surround yourself with the people who bloody matter, right? They matter, they see it. I will see you next time. Ciao.